Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. So for today's video, I'm gonna be doing my September wrap-up and my mini October TBR. So this September, I read 6 books. 2 of them are thrillers, 1 YA contemporary, 1 classic, 1 business book, and 1 self-help. And 4 of them I did reading vlogs, so I think you probably know already what are the books that I'm talking about. So let's start with the thriller ones. Last night, September 30, I managed to finish this book, My Sister, the Serial Killer by Oyinkan Bright White. I'm so sorry if I mispronounce your name. And this story follows these 2 sisters named Ayula and Korede. It's a crime thriller book. So Ayula is the serial killer in this story, and Korede is the one who's saving her sister all the time, because every time Ayula killed her boyfriend, she would call Korede to help her get rid of the body. And so Korede becomes an accessory to the crime. Korede is a nurse and she's in love with a doctor. But this doctor fell in love with her sister Ayula, and now Korede is afraid that Ayula might kill him. As for Ayula's background, she already killed 3 of her ex-boyfriends. So when Ayula and this doctor became together, Korede is afraid that, something might happen. And something did happen, but it's like the tables have turned, because when Korede saw Ayula, she was stabbed by this doctor with a knife. So, with Ayula's knife. So, Korede was asking like what happened, and Ayula told her that this doctor was hitting her. But the doctor said that no, she tried to kill me first. So Korede didn't know who was telling the truth, because it's her sister against this doctor who's, she's in love with. Basically, that's how the story goes. And unfortunately, I didn't like this book because how the author writes the story. Because it starts with these 2 sisters are cleaning up the crime scene and getting rid of the body. And then Korede was like acting so stupid, like, oh my god, why my sister killed her boyfriend? Like, girl, it's the 3rd time that your sister killed her boyfriend. Like, and Ayula would always tell her sister that, Korede, it was a self-defense. They're trying to hit me. That's why I killed them. And that's how the story kept going, that Korede was very skeptical with her sister. Like, she couldn't believe it, that she might be a serial killer. It's very obvious that her sister is a pathological liar and a sociopath. That's it. And oh my god, this book ends like a fucking question mark. Anyway, I didn't like this book. I'm gonna give 2 freaking stars. That's it. Let me know if you have read this one, and I'm interested to hear your thoughts. But yeah, I'm so disappointed with this thriller book. Let's move on to the next one. So another thriller book that I read this September was Lock Every Door by Riley Sager. And yes, I didn't like this book, unfortunately. I predicted this would be a 5 freaking star and only a 3-star read for me. So this is a mystery crime thriller book, and we're following our protagonist named Jules. She was hired as an apartment sitter to live in one of the apartments in this building, Bartholomew, in New York. And this building is so gorgeous and old and haunted. People who are living in this building are only elite, rich, and important people like authors, celebrities, scientists. So Jules met another apartment sitter in this building named Ingrid, and Ingrid went missing. So Jules was skeptical what happened to her friend. And yeah, unfortunately, these apartment sitters are starting to go missing because something's going on in this building that Jules couldn't figure out. So let me get straight to the point. The main reason why I didn't like this book was because the author was trying to trick the minds of his readers by having a haunted and creepy building, a serial killer on the loose, and an occult. It would have been good if it was done correctly. course, the ending was underwhelming, average, and basic. Big no-no. Yeah, that's it. Let me know if you have read this one and share with me your thoughts. So the third book that I read this September is another disappointment. A YA contemporary, Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. I used to love his work, but now it's not my style. Anyway, I love the subject that John Green discusses in this book. Well, the story follows this Aza who is suffering from anxiety and obsessive compulsive disorder, and it's a very serious topic, and you can see here the sufferings that she endures every single day and how her mind, overthinks all the time. And yeah, you can relate to this book if you are suffering from OCD and anxiety. And yeah, it's a struggle for her. I like the subject, I like the concept, but the execution, again, I didn't like it at all. It's a 3-star read for me because it's John Green. I still love his writing style, I like how light and easy to read his book. But yeah, only the plot I didn't like it. But the message is really good. The last 3 books that I read this September, finally 5-star reads, which are Getting TS, a business book by Roger Fisher and William Ury. Self-help book, the second book of Mark Manson, Everything is Fucked, a book about hope. And Heart of Darkness by Joseph Conrad, a really good classic literature. Basically, these are the genres that I used to love, especially when I was in college. I only read these genres. And yeah, I have a reading vlog for these 3 books. I will put the link below so you can see my whole experience and you can learn piece by piece the things that I love each of this book. Well, with Getting TS, I learned about new methods of negotiations and having alternatives for mutual interest. Everything is Fucked, I learned about hope, not in a liberal way but in a pragmatic way. And the most important thing that I learned is how to be an adult, which is always doing the right thing. And the last one is Heart of Darkness by Joseph Conrad, which is a good classic literature, and I follow here the physical and psychological journey of Marlowe in this book. Of course, you will see here the racism, the repercussions of imperialism, the suffering of the slaves, and yeah, the slavery. Oh my god, this is really good. The horror. Oh my god, salute. So yeah, basically these are the books that I read this September. And oh my god, I'm so disappointed with the thrillers. In September, disappointed me with my thriller books. I hope October would be a good month for my thriller cravings because I'm really hungry for thriller books. I didn't read much thrillers. So for spooky October, I will be reading only thriller books. Mystery, psychological, paranormal, horror, you name it. And I'm gonna tell you my mini October TBR, which are the books by one and only Stephen King. I got here my new ones. Yeah, I have Pet Sematary, of course, The Shining, and Mystery. So these are for sure I'm gonna be devouring this month, October, and of course I'm gonna read other thriller books, not only by Stephen King but by other authors as well. So wait for it. And I think that's it, you guys, for the September wrap up and my mini October TBR. I'll see you again on my next video, so peace out.